Live from right field on the south side of Chicago. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming your way next.
Please welcome your Chicago White Sox.
Just about ready to roll. On the hill for the White Sox, Davis Martin. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
All right, ready to get underway. So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. And that is in for a strike. And it's 1-2.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Now all even up. In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the grab, one away. Devers now.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 3-1. That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Runner on the move. And that one popped in the air, left field. Taylor calls it in, 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Missed with a changeup. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high. So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
Just off the outside edge. 2 balls and a strike.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 2-1. To the left side, but it is well foul. Devers, the lead runner out at second. Casas at first, 2 out of the inning. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Back here with my pal Singy. And getting the start for the Red Sox, Walker Buehler. What do you have on him, Chris?
power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Now the third baseman, Miguel Vargas. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next offering is down low, and the count's even at 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Luis Robert now. Hard hit, left field, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
A couple of singles back to back. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Andrew Vaughn now. And he takes one right on the black. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Michael A. Taylor steps to the plate for the White Sox. 2 on, 2 outs. And a count 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back here on the south side, second inning set to go. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. And he lays down a bunt. And foul ball. Up the middle, Amaya. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And now the rookie second baseman.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
That one is absolutely belted. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. 2 down, bases empty. Blake Sable up next for the Red Sox. Got him to chase one upstairs there. 2 outs, base is empty. Out towards left center. Baldwin on the move to the gap. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Back at right field. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Brooks Baldwin.
Brooks Baldwin.
Close but called a ball. Ball 2. There's a strike at the knees.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
The next pitch misses, and the count's full. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And here is Chase Mydroff. Late that time, and it's strike two.
2 strike.
The 1-2. And that's outside. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Line drive, base hit right field. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there.
Runner on the goal. They get one. Lay at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. On the board first. It's 1-0. So digging in, Jacob Amaya. One out and a runner at second. Bottom half of inning number 2. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. The tag safe. And they take a 2-run lead.
Picks himself up at RBI. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-1. Buehler deals. That's hard hit in the line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Amaya around third. The relay to the plate. Safe. It's 3-0.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
So now here's the DH, Lenny Sosa. And a big swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
In the dirt. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Right through there, got him. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Here on the south side, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. Ball to strike. And that one hit to first. He steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Back to the top of the lineup. Now batting Jarren Duran. One out, bases empty. Next offering misses. Full count, 3-2. And they'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. And he'll be safe at first.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Man aboard,
Rafael
and
Devers.
here is Devers. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one back there. Going, gone. Rafael Devers rounds the bases. It's 3-2. Bases empty, one away. Alex Bregman up next for the Red Sox. One down, bases empty. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 3-3. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Now batting Tristan Casas. That's down and in. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Fouls one off. 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Your Story now. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Two down, nobody on.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
The pitch. And down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. As we go to the last of the third. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Andrew Vaughn. In there at the knees. This one smoked out to left. One down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
He hauls it in. 2 away.
Up next for the
So up next for Chicago, Brooks Baldwin.
Brooks Baldwin.
Swing and a ball popped up. Story. He's got it. And that is out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 4th. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. And that's in the dirt.
You know, these Red Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Reaching for it and brings it in. Here's the second baseman.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Swings and misses, and it's 1-2.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And now the catcher comes up to him, Blake Sabol.
Doing one.
Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. Now it's the second baseman, Chase Mydroff. High fly ball out to center field. Rafaela. And there's one down. Omar Narvaez at the plate.
Now batting, catcher Omar Narvaez.
One down, base is empty.
Ball.
Just missed. Three one, and he couldn't come up with it. One gone, runner at first. And now the shortstop, Jacob Amaya. Narvaez leads off first with one away. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the White
Miguel
Sox.
Vargas, the next to hit. So you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get.
Oh, gets dirty. What a play. Inning over.
Now pitching for the
We're
White
back,
Sox.
and there's a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the fifth.
54.
Martin Perez.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Ceddanne
Leading off for the
Rafaela
Red
getting
Sox,
ready to hit.
center fielder,
I think when you
Ceddanne
contemplate him as a
Rafaela.
player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
And strike two. Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first, and he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran.
Now batting, left fielder.
Well, not only can
Jarren
Perez
Duran.
pitch, but he can also sing. Remember, he performed the national anthem for Team Venezuela leading up to the World Baseball Classic. If you watch that video, you'll see how much that moment meant to him.
To the right side, my draw. To first, and that quickly, two away. And here is Devers.
Now batting,
Good
the
sinker low in the
designated
zone right
hitter,
there and
Devers.
produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one blasted deep to right. Robert going back on it. And gone! Another homer. His second home run of the game. Just like that, they move in front. It's 4-3. Here's Alex Bregman. Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
And a foul ball. Hit in the air, right field. Robert moves under it. And that is that.
Now pitching for
Back
Boston.
now to start the bottom of the fifth, and
Number
taking over on the
22.
mound, Garrett Whitlock.
Garrett Whitlock.
He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. So here's Robert
And leading
now.
off for the White Sox.
Robert,
Right
the
fielder,
native of
Luis
Cuba, signed with the White Sox in May of
Robert
2017.
Jr.
Out in front and foul to the left side. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's the White Sox DH, Lenny Sosa. One down, base is empty. A little out front there as he swings through it. White Sox down a run. To the right side. Home man for the fifth inning, moving along, 2 quick outs.
Now batting.
Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Andrew Vaughn. White Sox down a run. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Back here on the south side, top of the 6th inning. And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And a swing and a miss. 1 out. Trevor Story comes up to the plate.
Shortstop, Trevor Story.
Draws the walk there.
Take your base.
Now batting. Right
Wilyer
fielder,
Abreu up next for the Red Sox. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Next offering is down low.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Step off throw to first. Story back into the dive. Here comes a 3-2. Runner takes off, stays alive. Story over at first with 1 away. Got it. That K is his 3rd of the game. Here's the second baseman.
Ball 2.
Squirts away a little bit.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Runner.
Story on the move. Ball outside. Safe at second, and that was not close.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely, and now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
That one ripped. That's back there. And he brings it into the warning track. Here on the south side, here's the left fielder, Michael A. Taylor. Swings and misses. 1-2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Brooks
Now
Baldwin
batting.
will hit
Center
next.
fielder,
He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Next pitch is outside.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And up next for Chicago, Chase Mydroff.
Second baseman, Chase
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the
Mydroff.
6th. way out front for strike 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Jordan Leisure.
Now pitching for the White Sox, number 49, Jordan Leisure.
And here's the catcher,
Leading off
Blake
for Boston,
Sable.
Catcher, Blake Sable.
1-1 now. That's down and in. A slider missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Lifted in the air, right center field. Robert sizing this one up. Nabs it, and there's one down. And next for the Red Sox, Ceddanne Rafaela. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And it remains 2-2.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Out to short, Amaya. Zips it to first. That's the third out.
Now pitching for
We're
Boston.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brennan Bernardino.
Brennan Bernardino.
Well,
And
one-run
leading off
game.
for the White
Omar
Sox.
Narvaez
Catcher,
steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Narvaez.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball, ball.
And that is out of play. The 2-2. Hit in the air out to center field. Rafaela hauls it in, and there's one away. So up next for Chicago,
Up next
Jacob
for the
Amaya.
White Sox, the short
Trying to hold a
Jacob
one-run lead
Amaya.
here at the bottom of the 7th. And that skips into dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. One down, base is empty. On the ground at first. Slides, but it gets by him.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped it.
And that one gets away at the plate. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there.
So the tying run at second just misses. And a full count now.
That's a really good take.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. 3-2 now. And a swing and a miss. And 2 away now. So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Zach Kelly. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Next pitch is outside. Line drive. Whips it to Casas, and they take care of Robert for the out. And that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Rafael Devers. Swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
That's off the mark, and it's 2-2. And a breaking ball misses outside. This one in the air. Mydroff makes the catch, and there's one gone. And now it's Alex Bregman.
Now batting, third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Liner, base hit.
Now batting, first baseman.
Man at first with one
Casas.
gone. Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox. And foul ball. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 2 away.
Now batting,
Here's Trevor Story now.
Trevor Story.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Left field. Taylor makes the grab. And that is that. And we're back
And
onto the
leading
bottom
off
of the
the White
8th. And
Sox,
now the DH,
designated
Lenny
hitter,
Sosa.
Lenny Sosa.
Swing and a ball popped up. And there's one down. Andrew Vaughn
Now
steps to the
batting,
plate for the White
first
Sox.
baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom half of the 8th inning. Just off the outside edge. And the count's full. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Went back to the fastball,
Now
and it was
pitching for
effective.
Boston.
New pitcher for the Red
Number
Sox, Greg
57.
Weisser.
Greg Weisser.
Michael A. Taylor now at the plate. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. And the White Sox go quietly. Brandon Iser gets the call from the pen.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming
Now
up to hit.
pitching for the
Classic
White Sox.
bullpen move right here, so
Number
we'll see how it works
53,
out.
Brandon Iser.
Well,
Leading
one-run
off for the
game,
Red Sox,
and now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. That one missed.
2-1.
That one ripped right center field. And this one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, patience and discipline paid
Now
off
batting,
right there as he
number
got into an
28.
advantage count. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Stepping in, number 28. Falling behind 2-1. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Careful.
In the dirt, but kept close. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Now
Blake
batting,
Sable
catcher,
up next for the
Blake
Red
Sable.
Sox. Late on that fastball.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Right side. Gets to it with a slide. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's the center fielder, Cedon Rafaela.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate.
That's a ball.
This one in the dirt, and well
2 balls,
done to
2
keep it
strikes.
close. Abreu on third with 2 out. And that one is lifted in the air. Baldwin on the move. And that is that. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Aroldis Chapman.
Save opportunity for him
Number
right here,
44.
and he's their guy. Time to lock
Aroldis
this one
Chapman.
down and get out of here with the W.
So digging in,
And leading
Brooks
off for the
Baldwin.
White Sox,
Now, this guy,
center
a
fielder,
player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to
Baldwin.
really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
One-run game, bottom 9. Rocketed out towards right center, and that gets down into the gap.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there.
for the
That pretty
White
much split
Sox.
the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And up next for Chicago, Chase Mydroff. Chapman now, one-run game. Chapman throw over. Baldwin back on a dive. Rudder takes off. On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul. 2-2 now. Rudder goes again. Got him swinging. Throws. Save. And the tying run is now in scoring position. He's 2 outs away. Here's the catcher, Omar Narvaez. And that one is inside. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. Late swing, foul to the left. So the tying run at second. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's downstairs and outside.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. With the tying run at second, winning run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Got him swinging for the strikeout. White Sox down to their final out. Jacob Amaya, the next to hit.
Well, you got the number 9 hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off.
1 and 2.
The White Sox down to their final strike. Lifted to left, and this should do it. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.